Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. It is the ninth day, y'all. Hey, D Scenario. Hey, Purple. Hey, Bev. Hey, Janae. Good morning. I just scarfed down some food. Girl, right? It's really not, my body is like, listen, the time difference. I don't do well with time differences and changes. I do not, it takes me a minute to get caught up. Excuse me, and as soon as I get caught up, we're changing back or just it, and then we're changing back, and it's just like, oh my god, oh my god. All right, I'm not playing with y'all today. Thank you for sharing the live stream. Thank you. um I got a lot of work to do today. Like, I have a lot of work to do. I got orders to finish, and after y'all showed out yesterday, which I'm so thankful for, I got a lot of packing to do. So I am still going to, for now, what am I trying to look at? I didn't spell it right. I'm putting my Happy Mail down. Oh, can I not spell? No. There we go. All right. Yes, we got work to do today. So I ain't fooling with y'all. Hey, Sonia. Hi, Kevin's Closet. How are you? Hey, Paul. How are y'all? It is a beautiful Monday morning. We are on the Go Live Challenge by Tasha LeRae. And I'm also working on my Flamingo Bingo. Um, I have my heating pad on my back, and it is like super hot right now. Turn it down on low. You said you over Monday already? Hey, little boutique, how are you? What happened? We just woke up. Is that the fact that we woke up? That's the problem. Um, yeah, I feel you though. Latanya, hey girl, it's good to see your name. It's good to see you. Hey girl, what you doing? Listen, Latanya, I haven't taken baby girl to the dentist and I have taken. Oh my goodness, you had it, and it's already 10 o'clock. Girl, I'm on my way home driving hour, worked 45 minutes. Oh girl, Latanya, it's March. Are you still working on or about to change the job or release that release that position? Isn't it? Didn't you say you were gonna do it like in March or something? Hey, Silver Moon Mama. Y'all, I'm literally on here today to do my 25 minutes because, okay, all right, we need to catch up. It's been way too long, way too long, way too long. Um, I'm literally only on here 25 minutes today because I have two other shows. So please bookmark the show. You are? Eek! I'm excited. Let me know your dates because I was working on a matter of fact, that's one of the things I got to do this morning is I need to do I want to do something in May. So I'm gonna let you know about that. I want to do something in May because we just did something a couple of weeks ago, and I want to try to do something in May, June, preferably May. Small, you know. Of course you can. What am I talking about? What am I thinking? I forgot who I was dealing with. So I'm trying to work on something. Purple, What's the date? Did you say May was good? I just want to make sure. I know I won't be able to please everybody, but I want to get close. Um, but I have a couple of locations that I got to follow up on. Something cute, something small. It's just hey Tweez Touch, how you doing? It's good to see you. Hi Glorious, how are you? Um yeah, just a craft weekend. Nothing major. Just a craft weekend where we get together um for a couple of days, May 15th. So anytime after May 15th is okay. Didn't you tell me something about y'all going camping or something? Hey sissy, hi my bestie. Um, yeah, I was thinking about whatever camping thing. Is that the same thing as the event that y'all were talking about? Hi sis. Um, yeah, let me know. But I was thinking May. Okay, all right. Um, I was thinking May, later in May or early June, trying to avoid Memorial Day weekend. Trying to avoid it because it's more expensive to travel on those holiday weekends, and so I'm trying to avoid that. But it's just maybe a Saturday. Maybe you come in on Friday and Saturday is all day craft with a table, chair, a little bit of food, something simple for us just to gather together and get to know and stuff like that, and do our thing, and maybe a couple of classes show you how to do some stuff and just have a good old time. But mainly bring your stuff, pack it, bring your stuff. It's like a crop. If you don't know what a crop is, it's like it's that's what it is. You bring your own stuff that you want to work on, and you just sit in a space with all the ladies, all your people, and all the stuff, and we sit and we do. All right, that's the way the retreat was last year. That's basically what we did, but for multiple days. And this year to probably have that element in it, but we will have a little bit more structure. Wonderland, what's up? Wonderland, did you get in the group? Did you get in the group? Cuz I don't remember seeing, at least maybe I don't know. I just want to make sure that you saw my message and you were able to get in the group. Um but yeah, the bigger retreat will have more structure and all of that, but this one is just bring your stuff, let's work on it, and let's have a good time in a great environment with music and food and drink. Because any good crop, you need something to drink. Okay. And that's basically what we used to do all the time. Oh, okay, good. When is she coming? I just saw where you said you coordinating with Louise. I got you. It is fun. Hi, Unfiltered. How you doing? Melissa, it is fun. Where are you? Maybe you could come. It's open to everybody, not just my community. I'll be listing it soon. Not obviously not here on whatnot, but on my website. North Carolina. Okay, you're right up the street. You're up there with Purple. Right up the road. Um, y'all need to rent a bus and everybody come down on a bus. So I'm working on some stuff. But today y'all please, please, please bookmark my show today, 3:30. I'm on a train, and it would be wonderful to have y'all blow up the chat on the train. Let folks know you support me, but also support the train. It's at 3:30, if I'm not mistaken. 3:30? Let me just make sure. Yes, 3:30. 3:30. It's a 30-minute show and it's a demo. So thank you, Bev. Hey Bev, I didn't see you sneak in here. Um, so yeah, it's a demo show for 30 minutes with Tam's creative journey. I've been doing it for a couple of months straight, so I love it to be on that train with her. So yeah, I'm gonna do a demo, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna sell, but it'll probably be something related to the demo. So that's another reason why I can only be on here for a certain amount of time, because I got to get to the mail box, the post office, and also get ready for the demo. And I have another course, another class I'm taking. It's virtual, but it's another class that I'm taking at 1. It's 4 hours. So it'll be 1 to 2, and then I can get on the train. So I'm busy, busy, busy. Tell her, Janine. I mean, Latanya, tell Janine, hey, Hazy, how beautiful. Are you on that train today? On Tam's train today? I wasn't looking at the I didn't look real close at the you took a break. I understand because you stay on the train. You stay on the tracks. But that's just a testament to how amazing you are. Yeah. So hey Kev's closet. Oh, Kev's collar came back in. Um Janine said, what you waiting for? I guess Janine said, go Janine, I need to pour some soap. I love it. Yes, please grab some Happy Mail. Um, I'm on my road to 1K, and I'm less than I think. Where am I? Hold on. I looked at it a minute ago. I looked at it a minute ago. It says 856. That's how much I have is 856. So what is that? 144? Yeah, I got like 144 to go. I'm gonna get that. I'm not even gonna worry about it. I'm gonna meet my goal. My biggest goal was to hit 1K before March, or before, not before March, before April, or before our. Oh, it says 186. Yeah, I did say. Um, yes, she does. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm even doing all of this extra stuff. Um, my goal was to do it at our what is it? The end of show, our wrap up show with Tasha. I wanted to be there. So I think I'm a be there. Yeah. I think I'm gonna get there. I'm super excited. Thank you guys for all your help. Couldn't do it without y'all. So yeah, Happy Meal is really gonna be simple. It's gonna be cute. Don't get it twisted. But it's gonna be simple this time because I had like 40 of them. I know. I know. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Sonia. I'm so grateful that y'all are willing to help. And we need to get on the job for you guys as well. We need to do the same thing. So we're all there. We are all there skipping across. Thank you, D scenario. So we're all skipping across that threshold of 1,001K, you know. So what y'all need from me today? How y'all feeling? How's your heart? What's going on? How can I assist? I'm gonna use this because even on my bingo card with what you call them, with Faded Flamingo, I have a community show, 30-minute community show. Um, so I want to use this. I stay on 30 minutes as kind of a community show. So what can I help you guys with in business? Or motivation? Okay. You stacking challenges? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I sure am. And then I have a couple more. I'm doing a community. And then wasn't there one on here about a train? Something on here. Yep, participate in a raid train. Got that one on lock. But I'm stacking the challenge, but I'm not. Like I could have said I'm gonna use the train as my session for the go live challenge. I'm not gonna do that. I'm still gonna do my go live session and then my other sessions. And then also tonight I have my make with me. So that's at 8:30. So I have I'm on whatnot 3 times today. So y'all gonna get sick of me. I did complete all my reviews, so I need to go and fix that. Update my bio. I don't know what I want to update it to though. The one that's got me is theme show dressed apart. I don't know. I got to figure that one out. But let's get back to me helping what folks need. I need to get my bin loaded, but I'm finding a million. Oh, girl, you know it. Stay off YouTube, stay off whatnot, because you're gonna see something and you're gonna want to do it. And then you're gonna be on Pinterest, and then we're gonna go down the rabbit hole. I just gotta try it. I just Oh, yeah. No, I'm stacking them by doing multiple challenges together. That makes sense. Um, let's see, motivation. Okay, what are you not motivated with? I had to choose a day, set up a spot, just keep going back to it throughout the day. Yep. I will hop on at 8:30. Awesome. Love y'all. Had to acknowledge your beautiful face. Oh, thank you, my darling. Thank you. Have an amazing, amazing week. Okay. And I'll see you tonight. Girl, rabbit hole all day, every day. So it was something. Oh, and I talked to my friend. We were talking yesterday about the UGC creator stuff. So my friend, I talked to her and we're going to set up a date um, for her to come talk to us in the community. I'm really excited about that. And then I also have someone coming. I just got to get her dates. That she's a menopause professional, healthcare mindset, and so she's going to come and talk to us as well. She's launching a new company, and I want to support her, and she's pretty cool with this information. So we're going to get into our health kit, not just our craft bag and our financial bag. We're going to also get into the health bag so that we can stay on point. Staying on my goal to be self-employed. Okay. So what is holding you back? What is your biggest setback? What do you feel is the biggest thing holding you back from that? Okay. So why are you procrastinating? Why do you think you're procrastinating? And if anybody want to chime in, please feel free. And if you're on this train, not the train, but the Go Live challenge, or if you're just a seller, go. Okay, very good. Getting deep. Post a heart, your hearts in the chat to let people know that you're a seller. Everybody can get the smoke, okay, at any given moment. Fear of failure. Okay, why do you have fear of failure? Why? Awesome, Melissa, unique. Y'all make sure Paint Chica, Hazy, where your links at? Your hearts. Y'all follow all the people. Follow everybody, but follow these people with the hearts. They have shows, whether they're on the Go Live Challenge or not, they have shows, and we want to support their shows. Oh, this is really good. Hmm, I like that. Hey, Angel. Perfect. Purple, I'm waiting on you. Or are you still typing? You're probably still typing. A lot of times we have procrastination, but it's something else dressed up as procrastination. Something else is dressed up as procrastination, right? Hi, darling. And that's what you have to get to. Procrastination is rarely about you purposefully saying, I'm consciously going to say, I'm not going to do what needs to be done. I don't think most of us do that, right? Um, there's something else beneath that causes you to procrastinate. Recovering perfectionism. So that's an underlying symptom. Procrastination is the symptom of perfectionism, right? And so now you have to ask yourself, why do am I a perfectionist, right? Why am I doing this? And you need to find the root cause of that. When you find that reason, that will allow you and help you to shift and adjust. Okay. Good morning, Bloom Essentials. Happy Monday, right? I know. You feel seen? Listen, it's the truth though. And we gotta address it. If we don't pull the covers back, lift the shades, and expose it to the light, it's gonna fester in the darkness. It's gonna fester in the darkness. All right. So with your goals and your desires, so Purple said that she wanted to be self-employed, but she's procrastinating for her fear of failure. Okay. So now we have to understand, why do you have a fear of failure? I did everything this weekend for other people, but didn't work on my own stuff. Okay. So that's not that is deflecting. That is fear of failure. That is because that it's more self-sabotage than anything. So I can't necessarily speak on what you were doing, because I don't know whether it was necessity, if it was emergency. I don't know. Was these things that you were doing for people, were was it necessary to be done, or did you just choose to put other people before yourself? See, that's the thing too. We'll make a choice and see. We have to stop being victim. Okay, very good. Be honest. I've lived that way for so long. Yes, we most of us have. But see, here's the thing, and I mean this in the most respectful way possible. You are making a choice to be a victim. I'm sorry. Not really, but yeah. Sometimes we make the choice to be a victim because it helps us not live up to our fullest potential. You remember the Sour Patch Kid? Now give me a hug. Sweet and sour. Listen, you're not alone. It's all of us. I received a meme that says, "Don't be the weapon that calls you not to-" That part. So a lot of times we don't realize that we're doing this. You have to get called out on it first, and then so that you can see it. Then you make the choice to recognize it in life, and you pay closer attention to yourself when you're doing it. But keeping the story in your head that you have to help everybody, you have to do everything for everybody, that is the story and a character that you are choosing to play in your life, because you have a choice to change the role at any time. Because remember, this play called life is yours. You are the main character, you are the producer, you are the director, you are all the things in your life. So, if any time that you want to change character, you have the ability to rewrite the script, but you're choosing to allow, you have given other people the pen. You have given other people the pen to write your script of life. So you do that every time you choose to change the main character's energy. Okay? You can look at it that way. And I appreciate what you're saying, Angel. Would they stop what they are doing to help you? That is something that you should consider, because a lot of times we bend over backwards for people that walk right past us if we've been down on the street. But at the same time, the more important question is, does this align with my goals? Even if the person would do it for you, that doesn't mean that you should stop everything to make them a priority, even though they would do it for you. You allocate and prioritize things based on your needs. This is not meaning being selfish. This doesn't mean that you are only going to help people when it's convenient for you. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm particularly addressing is when there are things that need to be done that are going to assist you to move forward, but you make the choice to ignore that in favor of something or someone that could have waited. That's what I'm specifically talking about. Right, self-focused, not selfish. Because sometimes you do have to sacrifice things for a greater good, for a greater cause to help other people. And that is not what I'm talking about, right? I'm specifically again talking about you making the choice to neglect what you need to do to avoid the pain of facing your own fear. That part. Even scripture says about the rafter and the straw, tells people to get the rafter out of your own eye before you get the straw out of mine. Basically, mind your business. Don't worry about me until you fix yourself. That's basically what it's saying, right? The context of it is about really gossip and stuff like that, but it can be applied to you always trying to take care of everybody else and always picking straws and nitpicking other people. When you got a big rafter in your eye, you got something you need to deal with yourself, right? So, but ultimately you do that. Thank you, Angelette, and everybody else. Ultimately, you do that because you're trying to avoid something that you know you need to do, but you're not ready because your fear of the unknown and you can't control the outcome. That comes from trauma, unresolved, unprocessed trauma. You haven't dealt with your crap, the rafter. You haven't dealt with it. And so what happens is what's happening is the tools and the mechanisms that you used, the tools and the mechanisms that you used to survive up to this point worked, right? It really didn't, but it kept your nervous system safe. Because your trauma, when you have arrested development, when the point of trauma in your life takes a turn, now your nervous system is engaged in the worst way. It's all wound up to try to help protect you, protect you, protect you, make you comfortable, make you feel safe. And the safest thing when you were experiencing whatever traumas you were experiencing was to hide, whether it's to truly be physically hiding to stay safe or hiding your emotions and feelings to stay safe emotionally with other people. So you got accustomed and used to hiding all the time. So now, anytime you want to step out of the darkness into the light, that you're not used to that. That feels foreign to you. What feels right is being quiet and in the back room where nobody can mess with you and hurt your feelings or hurt you in any way. That is what feels normal now. It is abnormal, but that is what feels normal because you needed to protect yourself from whatever traumas you went through. So now your real self and your little girl are at odds. Your grown woman self and your little girl are at odds. And the little girl is tired and she just want to play with her Barbie dolls or whatever, her Tonka trucks, whatever she wanted to play with. That's all she wants to do. Instead, she can't be a child. She has to support and protect you. But now I need you to visualize that. If you have a child, a daughter, a little child, not your grown children, but your grown children as well. But let's say you have a 4-year old, 5-year old, 6-year old. Let's think about whatever age you were at the point of your trauma, right? Hot flash coming. I'm taking off my sock. Where is my fan? Okay. Let's think about somebody that's 8-year old to you in your life, right? Girl, stupid. Um, 8-year old or 5-year old, whatever your age of trauma is, think about that person in real life, a child, and you're expecting that child to lift you up at your big age. And you go to the child and say, save me. Or you're a parent with a child and you're telling your child, save me. I'm the parent. I'm grown. I have all the experience. I have the ability to make decisions without anybody telling me what to do or what I can and cannot do. But I am expecting you, this little child that has no experience with the world, to save me. Can y'all envision that? I want you to envision it. Can you? Let me know. Nobody can envision that? Okay, thank you. Y'all know I need feedback. Make me know I'm on the right path. Um, so with that, you have to understand that is literally what's happening to you now. You are expecting the little girl inside of you to, yes, it does, until you make a choice that it doesn't. We have, and so here's the thing. This is where I talk about being the victim. If we continue knowing that this is what is happening to us, knowing it, and we choose not to change, then you are choosing this narrative and this story that I can't change and I need somebody to save me, which makes you a victim. I can't do anything for myself because this, and this happened. Yes, those things happen to you. Yes, I'm not denying or diminishing whatever your is. But at the same time, you're not responsible for what happened to you, but you are responsible for how you react to it and what you choose to do about it in the future. Welcome in, Cox. Colleen, how are you? You understand? It's up to you on what you choose to do with it, right? And if you are choosing to say, well, because this happened to me, I can't, dot, 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 then someone else is in control of your life, not you. And you're just reacting to life. You're being reactive instead of proactive. And so those things show up in procrastination. Those things show up in helping others and doing for others and ignoring. That's the other thing. You can do for others, but make sure you do for yourself too as well. But a lot of times we do for others and then ignore our own needs. We ignore it. That's the problem. It tracks back to trauma. Until when you say no, purple, what do you mean no? No, you can't imagine it? Is that what you're saying? Because I just saw your no. Is that what that means? That you cannot imagine your little girl? Okay. That's something you got to work on. Because, baby, there is a little girl inside of you. There's a little person, whatever you feel, is inside of you. Okay? And that is the person that is driving a lot of your decisions until you take the wheel, until you take the reins and control of your life. The little person inside of you is the one that is driving you, period. So, meaning, again, the little person is the person that's trying to protect you from the traumas that you experienced back in the day. And let me just say, if you have to put yourself first. That's really the only way you're even going to help other people. You know, that's really the only way you're going to get people um be your best self even with other people, because you'll help other people but you'll resent it. You may not resent it in the moment, but what's going to happen is you're going to do what you're going to do And then you're gonna come back and be like, dang, I still didn't do nothing for myself. I'm over here doing everything for everybody else. I'm always doing, but do they do that for me? They don't do that for me. And then it spirals, which adds to the trauma, because then we spiral in our mind, say, man, they wouldn't even do that for me. And I did all this and they don't even care about they don't even understand me. Then we start to find all and start picking from everybody else. Again, being somewhat of a victim, because we are looking outside of ourselves, and everything outside is what's dictating what's inside, when it should be the other way around. You should be dictating who you are from the inside out, not the outside in. Does that make sense to anybody? Okay. And let me tell you, this is not an easy task. With the yeah. This is not an easy task. This is not easy. And that's why most people don't do it. That's why most people fall back into their habits, because that's what's comfortable. Even though it's uncomfortable, it's comfortable because I know it. You know that saying, the devil you know is better than the devil you don't. So you know this. You know what to expect in this space. You know what you're going to feel like. You already know it. But because it's familiar to you and that's what you're used to, it's comfortable even though it's painful, right? The devil you don't know is you stepping out of your comfort zone into your own light. You don't know what that feels like. So that feels abnormal and uncomfortable to you, right? And so your nervous system and your little girl, your little person is coming back and saying, don't do that. We're uncomfortable. Don't It doesn't know right, wrong, good or bad. It just knows how it feels. You have anxiety over doing something different because, is it going to be received? Is it going to be perfect? Will people want it? Am I going to look crazy? You have all of these thoughts that makes you feel uncomfortable. So, to protect self-preservation, you pull back and you sabotage yourself by choosing other people over your own dreams and goals, because that feels safer, because that's what you've always done. But what is the worst that can happen? Like I always say, what is the worst that can happen? Y'all make sure y'all following my fabulous mod, cuz she on it today. I appreciate her too. What is it? Um I don't even know what the last thing I said. Stupid menopause. What was the last thing I said? She is, isn't she? I got distracted. You have here, let's just get back to the thing. You have to make a choice that you no longer want to feel this way. Conscious choice, not from your subconscious, because you remember your subconscious is all twisted in knots. Your subconscious is wrong, excuse me, only because it's been fed this stuff in survival mode. So your conscious is just feeding back to you and playing back to you what you fed it for so many years, right? But also you can turn it off, turn it around, and think, what is the best that can? Yes, that's I'm getting to that. So that's what I was talking about. What's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen is that you pass away from living your life. And that's very unlikely to happen when you make a mental choice to be better. And if other people don't like it, the worst that can happen is that you recognize that the people that are in your life never sustained you to your greatest self or supported you in your journey to your greatest self. Unfortunately, a byproduct of this work, unfortunately, is you will start to recognize patterns and people that do not support you. Hey, welcome in everyone. You will start to find that the people that you thought were down for you are not like you thought they were. They probably still care for you and love you, but you have to understand. Let's be clear. You've been this way the whole time. So the people that are attracted to you are people that like you this way. That's not necessarily their fault because that's what you showed them and that is what they came to care for. Now you want to switch it up and be different. So when you switch it up and be different, this person may not be attracted to that different. This person, if they were in your world, see if they are a loving you for real, they will support you in your growth. They will support you in being your best self. Now, there's a caveat to that you need to think about is that when you are making a choice, you should still be considerate. Considerate does not mean not do for yourself. Considerate and accommodating are two different things. If you're married, you have a significant other, partner, or whoever that you really, really love, your parent, your sister, your brother, whoever, and you, especially a partner though, you were this way when they met you, and now you're changing. You need to have a conversation with that person. See? And I'm sorry for that, Hazy. That will happen because y'all became besties when you were broken. So sometimes it's trauma bonding. She had trauma, you had trauma, and I'm guaranteed she had trauma. I don't have to know it. Everybody in this world has had some type of trauma. So y'all were trauma bonding, and now you're trying to heal, and she's not ready to work on herself. So she feels like you are leaving her behind. You changed on me. You're not the same. No, I'm not because I shouldn't be. Shouldn't we all grow? Shouldn't we all evolve? And your real ones are going to be there. Do you know how many changes? I don't even know. Is Janine still on here? I don't, how many changes? I don't think she is. But Nature's Crush is my best friend in the entire world for life. The level of love that I have for that woman, look, it brings tears to my eyes. It literally brings tears to my eyes. My eyes are stinging. The thought, she and I have been friends since I was 13. I am 55. 13. She was, I think, 13 too, but she's a year older than me. So, do you know how many changes that I have gone through since I was 13? How much trauma I have endured? How much trauma she has endured? And yet we are still locked in for life. We got 45 years together. 45. That is my best friend. Those type of people are the people that you hold on to. It's not that me and her haven't had fights. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. I don't know what came over me. Just the love I have for her. And knowing what she has done for me and what I've done for her in our relationship, I just can't. It just, when I talk about her, it wells me up. That's my mama too, you know, my mama and Janine. It's just too much, man. I love them. And I have other people like Janae, and I'm growing, loving all of y'all. I love y'all in a different way than I love my mom and my parents and my Janine and Janae. But I have so many people that I love like that. I love hard. When I love hard, right? And that makes me very vulnerable to people using me. I'm very empathic. I'm an empath. And so I feel people's energy. People are drawn to me, and I'm like, I'm just realizing that I didn't understand this for a long time. And I only understood it because I started doing the work on myself. And some people fell off. People like my husband fell off 30 years in the game with this one. Could me starting to grow, and I could see it 30 years ago. I probably, it was too much. It was too much for him. I have to admit, I wasn't the best wife all the time. I had mistakes. I did stuff wrong because we trauma bonded. He's a great guy. Love him, still love him to death. Not in love, but I'm still if he called me right now, I'd be like, "What's up? What you need? I'm in the hospital on the way." That would be me. He's still my children's father. I still care for him. But we both had our own traumas, and we were looking at each other to fill the holes instead of filling our own holes. And that's what happens when you're young. I got married at a like 22, a young 22. I turned 22 in June, got married in September. I've been a wife and a mother my whole adult life. I never had a chance to deal with anything because once you get married and have a child, all you're dealing with is that man or that woman and them babies. That's all you worried about. So you never had a chance. And then when you start to grow, if the other person is not ready for growth, they get offended and think you're doing something to them and taking them something because now sometimes people need people. People need to feel needed sometimes. And when you get to a point where you don't need the other person that way anymore, and that person needs you to need them, then they get mad because they need you to be broken, because they need to fix you, because fixing you helps them feel better. It doesn't mean that they don't love you or care for you. It just means that you are fulfilling something, a hole in them that they're not ready to fill for themselves. And you healing yourself takes that part away from them. So their nervous system now becomes uncomfortable and they react to you as if you've done something wrong because they don't understand it's the hole in the little kid inside them that is begging them to help them out. Does that make sense? I feel like I said a lot. Bev, I'm sorry. How I call you out? Right? Security. Yes, people have taken advantage of me. People have tried to use me because I didn't understand who I was. I didn't understand what I carry inside me. We all carry something strong inside of us. We all carry it. It is up to us now to figure out what that is. You call it purpose, meaning, depth. What is it that you are carrying inside you that is supposed to come out? Right? And when you are just like a baby is vulnerable when it's first born. It's you got to protect it. You don't need to take it outside. You don't need to everybody be holding the baby because it's susceptible to disease or harm with its little immune system. So you protect it. Well, you growing into your best self is like a newborn coming in. And so until you understand your weight, your power, your light, other people can manipulate that to their advantage before you know it. And you think you're doing something good. You think you're helping out. But those other people see the vulnerability, they see the light in you, and they realize you don't know your own power. They realize it. And because of that, they can take advantage and manipulate you. So that's also the reason why you need to have a good system, a good network of people that will support you and protect you in this journey and call you out when and call the crap out when they see it. And sometimes those are strangers. Sometimes those are people not in your immediate circle because the immediate circle is the problem. So sometimes you need to be in another environment that is conducive to your growth, right? And was loving so hard and people using me due to yes. So that means, but see, that means you haven't gotten control of it. You haven't gotten control of what is inside you yet, right? Um, so you have to work on yourself. You have to know your own value. You have to be able to become one with that little girl inside of you in a more productive way, so that you can pick up on the signs and the signals when this person is not quite what you think they are, right? Hi Vicky, hi Dialogue. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm Karen. I've seen your names that I haven't seen before. Thank you for stopping by. I'm just having a community chat. I'm a coach. I am a mentor, and I am a chronic creative. Right, full time creative person. So, but my passion is coaching and mentoring and helping women get to their next level and getting past their blocks so they can live fabulous lives and creativity as well as just their personal life. And today is just a community chat. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. To make today is a community chat. I have two more classes. I'm gonna go in a few more minutes. I'm gonna go at 11. I'm gonna get off here at 11. Because I am on the Go Live challenge with Tasha Larae, and I'm also doing Flamingo Bingo. And our Go Live challenge is you go live 25 days in a row for 25 minutes. It's been an hour for me. So I have a lot to do today. I also have a raid train. Thank you, Bev. I also have a raid train today at 3:30. So hop on the train. It's a demo show. It's the Artisan Creative Raid Train with Tam's Creative Journey. I'm going to be doing that at 3:30. And then also at 8:30 tonight, I'm doing a make with me. So my people wanted me to do my junkie bookmarks, show them how I do this as a bookmark, or you can do it as a journal charm or whatever. So grab your beads, your string, and all the things. Tonight at 8:30, we're gonna have more conversation, chit chats, and fun. And maybe we'll even bring somebody on to work with me and talk. But right now, I'm kind of just doing a community show, just to try to help people out. So, and if you want to get the show in the replay, get my Happy Mail. I'm on the road to 1,000, and I'm getting close. So if you want to help me out, hey, Banj Cat, what's up, chick? How are you? How are you? Hi, Sandra. How are you? Welcome in. If you want to, oh, and there's Wonderland. Hey, if you want to help me on that journey, just grab some Happy Mail. I appreciate it. Be something cute. It'll be simple, but it'll be cute. So going back, we have to make the decision not to be victims anymore in our lives. We have to. It's a decision. It's not going to happen natural because remember, your natural position is to allow people to walk all over you. That's the natural thing that you're dealing with because that is what your nervous system dictates, survival mode, that you just kind of accept things. So it's going to feel unnatural when you make a choice to stand up and change. And you've got to keep working through that, just like a muscle. When you're working out and lifting weights, your muscles hurt and ache. You have to work through that until they don't. That's just a part of it. There's no other way around it. And usually that's when you go to a therapist, and the therapist will tell you, take you back to where the point of trauma is. What happened? You have to go back to it to fix it. You have to go back to it to understand it. You can't fix it because you can't change the past. But if you recognize what the effects were, because what happens after trauma, we don't know the effects of it. We don't, in that moment, we don't realize the long term effects of it. We just go into survival mode. That's all that happens, right? And it isn't until later, which now is later, you realize, yo, something is wrong with me. But in order to fix what's wrong, you have to go back and figure out what happened to get you to this point. And reliving and rehashing some of that stuff is painful. But listen, you're in pain anyway. Okay? You're in pain anyway. You're living the pain over and over on a daily basis because you're not living up to your fullest potential, right? You're in pain anyway. And until you fix it, this pain is going to be ongoing. It's not going to stop until you resolve it. Whereas if you take the moment to go to a therapist, do some work on yourself, you'll be in pain for now, But that's where it'll end, or at least you will have the tools and the mechanisms to understand yourself better. And then you can change your future. You can deal with it and you change your future by knowing how to handle yourself in the present because you looked and understood the past. So you make different decisions in the present, which makes your future look so much clearer and so much better. Does that make sense to y'all? I hope that makes sense. Is Purple still here? Yep, I see her on here. Okay. Does that make sense, Purple? I asked for you because you would want to answer the question. But this is work. Okay. This is work though, sis. This is work. And it's conscious work. It can't be passive. This you got you y'all, we can't be passive in life no more. Because again, I'm gonna keep saying this. You have trained, and I say you, not to not to absolve the people in your past that hurt you, but we have to use language that empowers you, that you are in control. So we can't keep saying because of what happened to me. Well, we have to start taking accountability and say, because I chose, my nervous system was taught to survive. Because you taught it to survive in the situation. Regardless of what the other person did, we all know that if the other person or thing did not happen, you may not have ended up like this. We know this. No denial. But take your power back and stop making that thing or that person the power in your life that drives you. Start taking ownership and say, because I had to teach my nervous system, I did, to survive, period. I now I need to teach my nervous system to calm down. I do. That gives you the power. If we keep using language that gives the other person or thing the power, how can you ever be powerful in your own mind? How? Just saying. And you have to be clear that I realize this is going to be difficult. I realize this is going to be difficult, but it's worth it. Because living the life as I am now is also difficult. Choose your hard. Either way is hard. Choose one that long term is going to benefit you and give you power beyond what you think you have. You'll learn how to release procrastination. You'll learn how to release people that do not belong in your life. You'll learn how to let go without animosity. You will learn how to let things slide, not because you are punk, but because you are powerful. Because everything doesn't need to be addressed. We don't have. What time is it? I gotta go. Oh, it's 11:02. I'm looking at my show time for 1 minute. I need a full hour. This world is messed up because people always want to shift blame. Everybody wants to shift blame for whatever's happening, right? If even on social media, somebody always got something negative to say about something that's not really your business. That's their pain. And see, instead of you getting hype about something that you don't agree with, it doesn't align with who you are. It's not what you wanted. Okay, you don't have to always address it. You don't, if you see a post and somebody you know says something and you don't like it, what is the purpose of blasting it in the comments? What's the purpose of talking about it? It has nothing to do with you. Scroll on and keep it moving. Yes, I am. I gotta go for real. I really gotta go. My trauma is causing me health issues. Not doing the mental work will kill me. The stress level, because there's a war. Thank you, whoever just did that. Thank you. There is a war inside your soul. You gonna be sick now or sick later. What is it? You gonna deal with it now or you gonna deal with it later. But you gonna deal with it. This hasn't just your health issue just didn't come up overnight. This has been a long time coming, and now your health issues are being manifested. I mean, all of the trauma and pain that you have not dealt with is manifesting itself now through your health issues. So, just like back then, oh, baby, give me a hug. Back then, either you deal with it now or you deal with it later. You didn't deal with it back then, so this is your later that you're dealing with it. That's right. Come on. So now you have another opportunity. Deal with it now or deal with it later. But do you realize that you're still dealing with the same stuff that you dealt with 10 years ago, 15, 20, 30 years ago? We still dealing with it. 30 years from now, I'm going to be 85 years old. I don't want to deal with this. I want to be sitting somewhere, still moving around, still being cute, still making stuff, and still telling people about themselves. And having people take care of me because I'm 85 now. Because I know how I take care of my mama at 85. And she has top of mind. I want to be like my mom. My mom is about to be, actually, she'll be 87 this year. And her brain is fabulous. Her brain is sharp, on point. She still drives. She still looks good. She still moves around well. I'm scared of the woman still. I still think she'll take me back to next week. I'm blessed. I want to be like my mama. But I can't do that if I just constantly take in and have to comment and address everything, even though it's offensive to me. It is offensive to me. I don't have the need to prove myself to the person and make my point. I got to make my point no matter what. I got to say what I got to say no matter what. What purpose? Because they still don't care and it got you riled up, messing with your blood pressure. See, all of those things start to change once you address your crap. You don't need to, everything doesn't need my response or my energy. My energy is valuable. I am valuable. And what I give is valuable. My energy is valuable. I don't need to give it to nonsense to prove my point because I don't have to say a thing to prove my point. My silence is point enough. And once you start to learn who you really are, you start to conserve your energy because you see yourself as a precious commodity that doesn't need to address foolery. And some of the foolery is people pushing you to do stuff that you don't want to do because they want you to do it. And I'm not talking about the compromising part. We already discussed that. But part of that also is choosing people to be in your life that support your thought of your own value, not try to tear it down, not try to make you feel less than because they feel less than. Listen, we read the 4 agreements in book club, right? Those agreements keep your word is your impeccable word. Don't take things personal. Don't make assumptions and always do your best. Those 4 agreements, you'll be able to employ those agreements when you work on yourself. Hey, Waukesha, what's up? Lost a friend of 35 years because I chose to disconnect from him instead of arguing and responding. That has nothing to do with you. That is the second agreement. Don't take anything personal. People's responses, because he also, if you had another friend of 35 years, that you said, I'm not arguing back and forth with you, and that person, the same situation, that person could have said, well, you know what, I don't want to argue either. I realize blah blah blah. That's their upbringing or their countenance, right? This person chose to leave your life because of their upbringing and their pain and countenance. So you can't take it like it's you. It is, unless it is, because sometimes we do crap that we need to answer and be accountable for. But in this situation, you can't blame yourself for how someone else chooses to react to your boundaries. It's your boundaries. And a person can choose how they want, just like it's their right, your right to choose your boundaries. It is their right to choose how they want to react to your boundaries. It's their right. Now it's up to you to determine whether or not how their reaction is part of your life. I'm gonna tell you that helps me out a lot. Hold on, let me read some of these comments. They win. I learned that last year. I just started cutting people off instead of responding. Especially if you have warned them and say, yeah, I don't really like that. You don't have to be rah-rah about it. Yeah, I'm not feeling that. Like, set your boundary. And if they keep crossing the line, they testing you to see if you could see. Here's the other thing you have to be understanding of. You probably set boundaries before and let other people break them. So now you're the boy who cried wolf, and you now all of a sudden you healed. Okay, but you go right back to what you did before. Okay, you're healed. And so sometimes people gonna keep testing you because they don't believe you because you set it up like that. That's accountability. You have to be able to look at yourself and say, yeah, I did set a boundary and let people cross it. Yeah, I did say this and went back on my word. Yeah, I did. You got to own that. So you can't be mad at people when they treat you how you have treated yourself. Ooh, ooh, child. Listen, I'm trying to catch up. The queen doesn't come off her throne for foolishness or peasants. That's right. Mm-hmm. Grieving those relationships can be tough. It is like a death. It's like it's even worse because the person is still walking around. You don't understand why we're not together. At least if they were actually gone, it would be a closure. But the fact that you're still walking around here and we're not together, it's over some foolishness because you didn't want to see me grow. But then sometime again, see, this is all about, again, once you understand yourself and understand people, it's easier for you to show grace. It's easier for you to recognize what when other people are unhealed, and understanding the unhealed parts of them and showing them grace does not equate to you allowing them to walk all over yourself. You showing grace does not mean that you reject boundaries and allow yourself to be a doormat. Showing grace is just saying, I understand what you're going through. Whether you agree with it or not, you can understand another person's position. I don't agree with you though, but I understand where you're coming from. That does not work for me and align with my life and goals, but I understand you and I wish you the best. That's it. It doesn't have to be rah rah. It doesn't have to be ugly. It doesn't even have to be announced. I'm leaving you. We're not. You don't have to do all of that. You don't have to. What's the only reason why you get rah rah is because you want to be seen and you want to be heard. You need somebody to acknowledge you, but you need people to acknowledge you because you don't even acknowledge yourself. So you need other people outside to acknowledge you. Acknowledge yourself, and you won't need all these other people out here to validate who you are, your boundaries, and all of that. Work on you. It just made me realize toxic. Yep. Once you start healing, you'll start to see things. And here's another thing that will scare you a little bit is the things that you used to love, the people that you used to be drawn to, the activities that you used to be hype about, well, get on your nerves. It'll start to get on your nerves because that's not who you are anymore. That's not how that's and some people fear that. They don't want to lose their tribe. They don't want to lose their community because they know if they change their community will leave. Well, that's the whole reason why you need to leave to begin with because if you already know that these people that you kick it with are not going to be happy for you and that you're going to lose your spouse, your partner, your friend, your brother, your sister, you're going to lose them because you're trying to be better, that's all the more reason to get the hell out of Dodge. Okay? That's it. You need a boundary is not a boundary if there is no consequences. That's all right. I'm so glad you're getting the help you need, Hazy. Oh, this scenario, I'm so glad it's helping you. I'm so glad. Did you get some happy mail? I feel like you did so that you can get the what you call them, the playback. But you know what? I'm not gonna tell y'all not to do it. I mean, still, I want you to get the happy mail, but it's over there on. I'm recording it on YouTube, so if you follow me on YouTube, you can see it too. Amazing show. Going to do mine. Okay, I'll rate into you. On the Yeah, I'll rate into you. Sometimes we have to normalize loving folks from afar. Yes, I tell myself those I walk away from will open up a place for someone else who will align. And here's the other thing. Okay, great, unique. Thank you so much. His response to me cutting him off was bad. It validated my decision. And sometimes it's like that. And here's the other thing, unbeknownst to you, you might be helping that person. You might piss them off, yeah. But if the relationship, it might make that person think about themselves. It might make them realize that maybe I need to fix myself. It may be too late for y'all relationship, but it may make that person think about changes that they need to make in their own life, especially when they see you moving on. That may piss them off too because they may feel because of their unresolved trauma, you never cared about me because you're just moving on without me. They may feel that way. And we would want to say no because we don't want anybody to think ill of us. No, I never feel like that. No, it wasn't that. No, it was just, and you want to justify yourself. You don't have to justify yourself like that. You don't have to beg people to understand you. I'm not saying that you should be so arrogant that you feel that you don't have to talk to people, especially people that were close in your life, and have conversations. Um Relationships are not disposable. They shouldn't be, at least. They're not disposable. So you have to put forth some effort. I'm not saying just all of a sudden you healed and everybody got a kowtow to you. No. No. But you stop putting yourself last in these situations. Okay. Yes, sometimes you have to get the luxury of seeing that, and it's beautiful when you do. Yep. And that's your boundary. That is your boundary. Wish him the best and keep it moving. And go and heal because that's another relationship that you got to heal from. Thank you, Sonia. That's another relationship that you got to heal from. And that's okay. That's okay. But the biggest, most important relationship that you need to focus on right now is the relationship with you, the relationship with self. You got to fall in love with you. It is time for us to get is yes. It is time for us to get into that soft life. The soft life with ourselves. Okay? It's time. We hard. We got to be cold in some situations. We are like thug life in these streets. I don't need you. I don't need this. I don't need that. Yes, you do. You're a human being. You need community. You need people in your life. But what kind of people? In order to find the right kind of people, you have to be that. You have to strive to be that. Thug life. Listen, you have to be that. You can't expect high quality individuals to come into your life and sit and you low quality or low vibration. Let me not say quality, let me say vibration. You have to raise your vibration. You have to raise and come to a higher level of thought. You have to start to heal your demons and your stuff so that you can attract and your real self can start to come out so you can attract other real people into your life, because people that are trying to heal themselves don't want to fool with people that refuse to heal themselves because they understand their value now, and they fought, listen, they fought hard to get out of the hole. So they're not going to align themselves with people who are determined to stay in the hole, because you are the sum total of the 5 people you hang around the most. So if you look at the people that you are hanging around the most, that is who you will start to look like if you don't already look like them. So if I want to stay high vibrational, I can't kick it with people that are low vibrational. I can't, because you're going to be one of my 5. You're going to be one of my 5. And that's going to cause me to lower my vibration because now I've got to come down to your level. I don't want to do that. So that means that I have to stay with people who are all on the path. Scripture says, First Corinthians 15:33. It says 2 sentences. Do not be misled. Period. Bad association spoils useful habits. Period. That's what it says. Do not be misled. Do not think that you can be the good apple in the bunch of bad apples and make those bad apples good. When has that ever happened? Where you put a good apple into a batch of bad apples, and that good apple turns all the bad apples good. Never. It's always, if you put a good apple into the bunch of bad apples, it's going to get moldy and stink too. That is the law. That's the energetic universal law. That's the way it is. So, if you are in a bunch of a bad apples and you choose to walk your happy tail up, it's going to consume you. I don't care what you say. And it's going to consume you in so many different ways. You'll turn into them and they will drain you because you're going to be putting so much effort in trying to make everybody better that you are going to be consumed and tired because they don't want it. They're not ready for the level that you're on. And sometimes it's unfortunate that we have to let people go and do things in their own time. That doesn't mean that you need to have what's called survivor's remorse, which is when you can move forward, but you're leaving people behind. Sometimes you have survivor's remorse when somebody passes, like you were in a car accident. Why did I survive and they didn't? Stuff like that. But it's also a lot of times you see it when people get out of the hood or get out of bad neighborhoods or get out of a bad life and go to the NBA or go and do football or go to college or whatever, and they feel bad because they made it, or you won the lottery. You won it, but now you feel bad because your family don't, and then your family is making you feel bad about it. So you got to sit here and give them and give and take care of everybody because you feel bad that you made it and they didn't. You don't need to have survivor's remorse about your life. They have as much choices as you do. You're not responsible for them. At the end of the day, you cannot live or die for them. They have to do that for themselves. Likewise, you have to do it for yourself. Okay, I'm out. Y'all knew what y'all were doing. Y'all probably had a bet that Karen wasn't gonna get off in 30 minutes. Y'all had a bet. Y'all, I know. See, y'all, I need to set better boundaries. Oh, look at some. All right, I need to set better boundaries. Fooling with y'all. Oh yeah, y'all gotta let me know. Right, right. I love y'all back. I love y'all back. You know, I hope, was this beneficial? And if it was, tell me one point that you got that you can implement today. What is the one thing you can take from this talk and implement in your life today? Tell me. I need to go do my hair. All of it. Period. So many. Okay. That's good. But start valuing yourself. You're worth it, y'all. You're worth it. It's okay and all right to put myself first and not feel bad about it. It is okay. But I also want you to dig deeper and give me a reason. You don't have to do it now, but a reason why it's okay. Okay? Because you can stand on business when you understand what you're standing on. You caught it? When you have a firm foundation for your choices and you just not pulling it out your behind. I have a firm foundation on the reason why I am doing this way. It helps you stand firm on the decision. So it's no longer talk. I know I'm worthy just because that's the right thing to say. I know I'm worthy because, very good, Waukesha. It took me a while too. I'm at, what am I, 55? I'll be 56 in June. And I'm getting it. And once you get to that 50 mark, you start being like, mm-mm, we too old for this. Why am I allowing this? Wait a minute, hold, because we did it for the last 50 years, and it's like, nah, no more. I don't want to make my next 50 years look like my last 50, so I need to make some changes right now. That's right. It's okay. That's okay. It's okay. Ugh, I gotta go too. Thank you, Purple, for asking the question, and thank you for being here. Okay. I see y'all what at 3:30 on my train. Okay. Thank you, Sonia. On my train, 3:30. Come see me. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all to life, to pieces. Love y'all to pieces. All right. Let me go over here and find the scenario. There she is. All right, go over there and help homegirl. Support her, support her, support her. And I shall see y'all on the flip. Thank you so much for y'all support today on the Happy Mail. All right, I'll see y'all in a few. Peace.